For the past 10 years of my life, I've dedicated actually all my energy to exploring how sound, and especially vocal sound and music, works as a healing instrument. And I think it's good to start at the beginning. When we think about voice, most people have a very narrow idea of what the voice is about. And this idea is mostly formed by pop culture. So we all know the talent shows, we all know the stars on the radio, the television, who have a certain way of singing that touches us and that sounds good and, you know, brings up emotions together with the lyrics. So that's definitely something everyone recognizes, right? Music hits you in the feels, which is great. However, it goes much further than that. This is really just the tip of the iceberg. Some people might know sound healing with tuning forks and singing bowls and crystal bowls. And they have an idea of how sound can be healing. So that's another dimension. But when we really go back to the very beginning of humanity, it is believed, it is said that before there was speaking, there was singing. People first communicated through sound, through singing, before speaking. And it's very interesting when we think about it. And there is a culture, the Aboriginal culture, that actually not so long ago, because it's fairly recent that culture was disrupted, that they use sound for all sorts of practical applications, such as navigation, such as transmission of knowledge. The whole history of the culture is recorded in songs. And there's the song lines, and that's a very recent example. We can actually still have people that know this. So we know how sound is deeply, deeply ingrained in how we function as human beings. And the sad thing is that because of pop culture and because of how the music industry really has started to use music and to use the human voice as an instrument to really get you into a certain emotional state, which also then makes you buy certain music or consume. It's made music and voice into a consumer product. And therefore, many, many people have stopped singing, have become afraid, think singing is not for them, or they think they cannot sing, or they sing out of tune. And maybe if we're lucky, they sing in the shower or in the car when no one can hear them. But it's very far removed from the deep healing potential and power that all of our voices have. And to just tell a little bit, because I don't want to go into the course yet, but how this ties in with healing Qigong is that every movement tradition, or let me put it differently, because Qigong is a holistic tradition, such as yoga, goes together with a very profound set of sound practices. We know this in yoga also, that there, and people know this, the mantra singing, but it goes very far. The Indian singing system is so much more complex than most people will understand and can be explained in a couple of lessons. But Qigong as well, there is a whole dimension to Qigong which involves sound making. And the beautiful thing is that we have a chance here and now to do that in a contemporary way. And this is what I find so exciting, because I did not study Qigong nor yoga, but I found out these practices out of a necessity. Because a couple of years ago, my wife was really ill and she lost her speech, and she couldn't communicate anymore with words. And so that meant that we had to find another way. And this is how we really, really found out how powerful sound can be to communicate, but not just that, to actually bring healing on an emotional level, on a mental level, and even on a physical level. And that's so, so exciting. And why is that? Why is that? What's the science behind it? Well, the science is that voice is a vibration. And it's probably the closest vibration that you can materialize before it's really just energy, Thoughts are energy. Everything is energy. But energy is also materialized. It can become very dense. Our bodies are examples of that. And the voice is that bridge between the denseness of our body and then the unmaterialized, finer energy, right? That we can use for healing. And so because it's right in between, it has this tremendous power to bring resonance. And you can really resonate with everything and everyone. What does that mean? That means, first and foremost, you can sing yourself into resonance with your own soul and with your own potential. And this is really healing. You can sing yourself in resonance with the wounds of your inner child and connect in a direct line. You have like a direct phone call away through your voice to the inner child, to the ancestors, the blockages in your family system, to your past lives, to your future, to the blockages in your body, in your organs. So the voice can, just intending here with your mind, intending where you want the voice to lead you, and it will bring you there very quickly. But also to a group, to connect, to bring resonance in a group. We will do that first session, I promise. So, that's just to illustrate how powerful and healing the voice can be. And just for those people who are really afraid to use their voice, let me reassure you, we will take all the time needed to ease you into it, and it will be as simple as sighing, everyone does it once in a while. Well, you're almost singing, just give it a little extra push. And you're singing. There you go. So that's really how easy it is. Everyone can do it, and everyone will do it, and you'll forget about the fear in a minute. So that's a short introduction on how sound and vocal sound healing fits into this healing Qigong teacher training. Thank you.